Cuba Gooding Jr., a well-known actor. How do you not know he's not sitting next to you? And he's reaching behind, touching you inappropriately at a club? If you're 16 years old, what the fuck are you doing in a nightclub? What's going on, everybody? It's Mojo Libido here, the friend zone Houdini, the unchained man, the MGTOW extraordinaire, the girls in my phone. Coming at you with another one. This one's about Cuba Gooding, man. At first, I wasn't going to really talk about this because I know everybody is talking about this, is making news, but I got to kind of throw my hat in the bag now. It seems like Cuba Gooding is now facing another allegation of sexual assault from someone else. Isn't it amazing how one woman to come out of the woodworks about somebody and some famous person or someone who's a notable public figure, and then all these other women start coming out about it when they could have said something about this shit before? Ain't that funny? Now you want to have the balls to say something? So anyway, we all know what the original story is. Cuba Gooding is being accused of sexually assaulting or groping a woman's breast at a nightclub, right? To be honest, the woman did the right thing, that she felt like she was molested or touched or whatever, and she went to the police. She did it right? Which most of these females don't do. They go to the court of public appeals and they post shit on social media and things like that. Only then, after they've tried to ruin the person's career that way, they will try to come out and, say something and maybe go to the police about something. So anyway, so the whole thing with Cuba's first incident is that, he was at this nightclub. This girl comes up on him. She starts trying to talk to him or dancing or messing with him, whatever, while he's with his girlfriend. He puts his hand on her leg. Then she says that he groped his breast, but clearly you can see the video shows that he tried to put his hand up to her like maybe he wanted to, but she grabbed his hand and pushed it away. And then there was other altercations that happened in that same incident with her and him. So basically, to me, she's just a salty female who's basically trying to get her 15 minutes of fame and her just due of money. So now, since this happened a few days ago, now we have this incident where there's a comedian by the name of Claudia Oshry who said that in 2012, about 7 years ago, when she was 16, that Cuba Gooding Jr., he sexually and inappropriately touched her, sexually assaulted her at a nightclub in New York City or somewhere, at some club in New York. And Cuba, if you're going to clubs in New York, bro, just stay away. You got a girlfriend, man. Just stay away. Anyway. So this girl says that she was a senior in high school. She was 16 years old and was a senior in high school. I don't know what the New York public school system is doing, but most 16-year-olds that I know of aren't seniors in high school. Unless she got skip grades growing up, then maybe I can see about that. But other than that, a 16-year-old senior, most seniors are like 17 on the verge of 18 or 18 or 18 on the verge of like 19 based off of their birth dates. But anyway, so she says that while she was at a table with her friends, Cuba was like sitting next to her or something like that, and then he reached over and she felt someone inappropriately touching her and looked around and saw that it was Cuba doing it, and he had put his finger in her butt. Now, she didn't say it was in her anus, so you gotta understand the difference between having someone putting their finger in your butt and then in your anus, because your anus is inside of your butt. So my thing is, how do you not know Cuba Gooding Jr. is sitting fucking next to you? Like, that don't make no damn sense. How do you not know that Cuba Gooding Jr., a well-known actor who honestly hasn't had much of a good run of his acting career as of late, how do you not know he's not sitting next to you? He's a famous person. He's a well-known public figure. I don't think the man has a lot of money, but the fact is, it still doesn't matter that he's not, he's well-known. So what gives? I'm just like, if that was the case, why didn't she say something? She's a teenager. She got friends. Someone could sit back and tell her, oh, he did this to you. Like, he did this in front of everybody with your friends there. Like, no one notices that this older black guy, whom he's 51 now, so he had to be about 44 at the time. No one notices that an older black man is kind of cozying up to you and he's reaching behind, touching you inappropriately at a club. No one notices this at a club. Was it a nightclub? Was it a day club? Like, you're at a table with friends? If you're 16 years old, what the fuck are you doing in a nightclub? That shit I don't get. And then she says something along the lines of, she's been talking about it for like the past couple years. Instead of her coming out about it to the police, going to anybody to kind of make this accusation known, she just decided to kind of like bottle up inside, and then she started making it into a joke, part of her comedy routine, because first of all, she's probably not funny any damn way. I'm gonna have to look up some of her videos, but come on. Like, come on, that just don't make no damn sense. It's like, what's going on here, man? Like, they're trying to paint him as this sexual predator now and all this other stuff like that. I can guarantee you that this girl probably, if he was there at this event or at this little party or this club or something, first of all, I can guarantee you she probably was not supposed to be there anyway. If you're 16 years old, why are you in a club with grown people? You and your friends in a club with grown people. You know what I mean? People who are in there drinking alcohol. How the fuck did you get through anyway? Probably trying to fake and play like you're an adult. How is he supposed to know your age? If you're in a club with adults and there's a guy there looking at a girl, he's supposed to ask you for ID. You look kind of young. Should I get your ID? Now, mind you, if this girl was in the club dressed provocatively or whatever with her friends, it doesn't give Cuba the right to touch her. It doesn't give her the right to do anything to her, to touch her and all this other stuff like that. I can understand that. You know what I mean? Like, none of that shit should really happen. But if you truly think about it, it don't make sense that she would be in the club and no one notices that Cuba Gooding Jr. is standing next to you. Like, even one of your friends, if you didn't know who he was, if you're young, and I can understand maybe her being young, she don't know who he is. Okay, I got you. But that don't mean that you should be up in that club doing whatever the hell you're doing. He could have been watching you all night. You could have been in there gyrating on guys and dudes, shaking and whatever like that. And you have no basis for the allegation. Now, Cuba has basically said that he don't know the girl. It never happened. He don't know her. He's never met her before. I can't err on the side of believing him or believing her. But my thing is, if you let 5 years go by before you even start discussing it with people, and then you decide to go and use it as a routine in your comedy show, and then you start talking about it with other people on like entertainment newscasts and stuff like that, it's like, come on, man. Why didn't you go to the police about this? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure what the statute of limitations is when it comes to New York or whatever like that, when it comes to this kind of stuff, but to me, it's just another girl fishing. Who knows what would have happened after he did that? She could have been cozying up to him. We don't all know the situations. All this believe all women stuff, I don't deal with that. I don't get down with that. And I don't think that she has any basis to make this accusation without actually saying, oh, I went to the police and did something about it. You know what I mean? It's like, you could just be saying that. Maybe it was another person in there that looked like Cuba Gooding Jr. He says he wasn't there, never met her. You never know. I don't know, but he seems like he's having a lot of issues as of late. He's going through a lot of shit as of late, and it doesn't look like there's going to be a good road ahead for him. I think the girl he was dealing with in New York recently is not going to get anything out of it because they have video evidence. And then the girl who's the comedian, Claudia, she's just doing verbal accusations. She probably has no proof of the matter besides what she says. She could have just made everything up. We don't even know. All I know is Cuba Gooding Jr. better lawyer the fuck up and come after these women once they, he needs to go scorched earth on these females. Once they show no proof of what's going on, go scorched earth, man. Teach these females a lessons. And a lot of these women who are promoting false accusations and stuff like that without proof to the contrary, they need to be silenced. Not silenced as in you shouldn't be able to speak your piece or whatever. I'm talking about they need to be locked up, thrown in jail, or face some serious repercussions for putting these accusations out, and they never went through due process or the court of law for it. I don't know, but that's my time. I'm trying to make this one quick. You guys tell me exactly what you think about this whole situation. Do you think he's in the wrong? Do you think he did it? We already know what's going on with the other story, but do you think this new story, he's done it? What's happening here, all right? Hey, man, this is Mojo Libido. If y'all enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Share my video, like it, comment on it, let people know what's going on if you enjoyed it. I appreciate it. And check out some of my other videos, all right? Man, y'all take it easy. Peace.